how many heart attacks is it gonna take for you to start listening to your body? My friend Kerry Malouf had one heart attack in 2023, left the hospital the next day, not wanting to deal with it. Second heart attack a year later, same thing. Third heart attack. And finally, she started realizing her patterning of avoidance and started to receive. Carrie, I've known you for so many years now, and you are amazing. You're a makeup artist and help me look pretty for these shoots, but you also just ground me and you center me. And you keep to yourself. And you told me that you had a heart attack, but not just one, not just two, but three. Share with everyone your Heartquake story.
Okay, so in 2023, I was just making coffee in the morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden, I just got it's not like you see in the movies where you're like all down on the ground. It's got a pain in my chest, and then it went down my arm and up my back. And then I just said out loud, I'm having a heart attack. And I've never, I know through you, your heart stuff, and just from listening to other people, I haven't had big conversations about it. It's not something I think about all the time. So my son took me to the hospital, and I was flipping out because I do makeup, and the Oscars was the next day. And I'm like, I had the heart attack. I'm in the emergency room. I feel fine. I got to go.
Right.
That was my MO.
Wow.
And now that I look back, I'm like,
You just
the hospital
dismissed
and the
it.
bustle,
You felt
no
it.
time. No time for a heart attack. Like I've got to still get some more makeup for tomorrow. I think I had doing 4 people that day. So the cardiologist came in and said, after we did the angiogram, which was a whole new world for me. If it's cleared, you have to stay the night because of insurance, and then you can go at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that was that.
So you had a stent put in then?
No, nothing.
No, you just did the angiogram
Nothing.
and they saw the blockages?
There was no blockages. There was no.
So what did they say? What had happened?
I didn't get, I think I was kind of in denial about it.
Right.
Like it's like with my MO, I was kind of like, okay, that happened, on to the next, And I didn't take.
You didn't even allow yourself to process
I
it.
didn't.
And you probably didn't even receive the information. Like, it's so hard, and this is what I've noticed with the support group too, and being this patient advocate. It's like you're in that moment, you're almost paralyzed. You don't really know what's going on, but probably you get this, you're fine, you're cleared to go, so you just move on.
Right. And
You don't deal with it. Did you even allow yourself to
I did
process
not.
that it happened?
No, I didn't. I really don't think I did.
Okay.
Now I do, but
Okay.
I didn't then. So on with life, back to life. No.
You went and did those 4 clients the next day?
He said I could go do them if I had somebody drive me. So somebody drove me, and I did. And I didn't, after that happened, I didn't experience a lot of aftermath about it. There wasn't, I just changed a few things in my life.
Okay.
I tried to be more mindful.
Right.
But I'm not
So
sure I
what'd you
really
change?
did. I'm not sure I really did.
Yeah.
I tried the stress level.
Okay.
So the go, fight or flight type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Next job. Now, have my family, my son, my animals, just life, getting from A to B, getting, all the stuff we go through as women or men, but just, we're on the go.
Right.
Right. I'm a Virgo. I'm a perfectionist.
You are a good Virgo.
Good Virgo. I'm a really good Virgo.
So trustworthy.
Yeah,
and you get it done.
I get it done. I see the details, right?
Okay.
But it's, you're hard on yourself.
But are you seeing that for everyone else and not for yourself?
Oh, no, I see it for myself too.
Okay, good.
However,
Yes.
I didn't, I guess I don't want to say denial. Like I knew that I had a heart attack,
Yeah.
but I just went on.
Okay.
A year later, or almost a year later, the next one was in July 2024, happened again. But this time it was at 10 o'clock at night. I was going to bed. And it happened, and it was different. It felt different, and it was very painful. And I couldn't believe it, actually. It was
Tell me about it. Like, how was it? Where was it painful? What
and
happened?
just like it was like
Are you home alone too, or?
I was home alone. Yes, I was home alone.
Okay, so it was like an elephant on your chest,
It
or
just
like
feels
how did it
it's like
feel?
squeezing your heart, like squeezing. It was like, oh, and to the point where I was like down,
Oh God.
like this. Oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, are you kidding me? What's going on? But I knew right away it was my heart.
Okay.
If I look back on it, I could call 911.
You have to.
I
By the
know.
way,
I know.
every second counts with a heart attack.
So my son was around the corner. I knew where
Right.
he was. called him or texted him, whatever, and he came right away with his friend, and they drove me
Okay.
right away. But still, that time, when I think about it, I should have called. It was
Right.
very too painful, and I was scared, and I was
Right.
crying. I'm not a,
Yeah.
it was,
It's traumatic.
yeah. Well, it's traumatic, and I didn't know what was going to happen that
Right.
time, because it was the whole time I was keeled over, like I was in the back seat, and I couldn't even sit up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that time, the conclusion was at the end, they thought maybe that I was having broken heart syndrome.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There was something going on with my family.
You were stressed out. I remember
I was
this time. This was a hard
heartbroken.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very hard time. It was something that's going on with my family, and a divorce. And I think it brought up, when I got into it later, I think it brought up what I went through as a kid.
Right.
And I always knew that was
And that's what Dr. Ann talks about, like how a heart
right.
event actually triggers old trauma, past traumas.
Right, and the old trauma, your body
And then
doesn't.
they're like, they don't know how to handle it. Your body doesn't know how to handle it.
And it's as if it's happening, and you don't even know what's going on. And I knew I was upset.
Yeah.
I knew I was very.
Right.
We all were, but I didn't. I don't know. I'm not saying that caused it,
Right.
but he couldn't. I
Well, did they do another angiogram?
Yes, they did another angiogram.
No blockages?
And I did not have blockages.
So that's why they're thinking it's broken heart syndrome.
They're trying to figure it out.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So, and I was really happy that my doctor asked me that.
Right.
Because I believe in that. I
Yes.
believe in all of that stuff.
So what did he ask you? Because most patients in the support group, a lot of them are like, when they get to the hospital, they're like, do you have a lot of stress in your life or this? But they're dismissing the fact that they're having a heart event. You had a heart attack. However, then he delved deeper into like the emotional side of things. Is that what happened?
I was there for 2 nights this time, and he asked me, is there something going on in your life
Yeah.
that's, and then and he's like, because that's what I think it is, but let's see what the other doctor says. So
That's amazing. Wait, so then what happened when you left the hospital the second time?
the first time I wasn't, I don't remember being exhausted, and I just sleep a lot, and I had some recovery time needed.
Well, if you're in heart failure, that's the muscle. Did they tell you the muscle is weakened when you get heart failure?
Yes, and that's why
Yeah.
and they did say, they did recommend cardiac therapy that time.
Yeah, cardiac rehab.
Cardiac rehab.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it.
Why?
I don't know. I should have.
But it's so true. And I'm
And I
not
wish I
saying,
did.
I'm saying this with no judgment. I'm saying this as someone, you're in my support group, and this is what happens all the time, is that it's like I want to help be your sounding board as a friend and as like a patient advocate to tell you,
And
like,
you do.
you need to actually go in and receive and do the cardiac rehab and understand that you have to put up those boundaries and give to yourself too.
Right, but given my MO and going, I didn't do it.
Okay.
That was
Oh,
July
20, so that's July
2024.
2024. And now here we are
Just
3
a lot of
months ago.
sleep. Then a lot of sleep, and
Were you on
back into
medication?
yoga, back into yoga. Yes, but I have a hard time with the medications.
Okay.
But I want like one,
Okay.
and I wasn't on it for very long.
Okay.
That was August 27th, and the same thing happened as the second time. It felt
So
similar.
it was a year later again.
A year later again.
Wow. A year and a little bit longer. So August 27th and same thing.
Same thing,
The intensity on your chest.
but not as intense as the second time.
Okay.
And it wasn't as bad with my numbers and everything too. So it's funny, I felt it, I knew,
Yeah.
but it still hurt. And I was just like, are you kidding me?
Ugh.
Because I was home alone by myself again. And I was just, I feel like I'd done so much work on myself,
Yeah.
in so many ways. So why is this happening again?
Well, this is the issue that so many patients come in and they feel that guilt, like what shame and blame, like what did I do?
What did I do now?
Right, right.
Right? But I do know that there's always lessons to be learned through everything, right?
And don't put it all on yourself, because that's not, I mean,
yeah, I wasn't, but I just didn't get it.
and don't put it on yourself even at all.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we're all human. Like, who knows what's happening? And the doctor said earlier, genetics too play a huge role. I mean, so many different things, and the stress in general. But what did they say the third heartquake?
The third one, now they feel that and I was in the hospital for 2 nights again. It was the coronary artery spasms. So spasms in my artery, which is causing the blood flowing on to go to my heart regularly,
Okay.
which causes heart failure.
Okay.
So that's the thing. So the heart failure is the scary part, I guess.
Right.
And the pain.
Yeah. Yeah. So I also was diagnosed with heart failure.
Oh.
Yes. When I was 25 years old. told I could have no babies. And now I have my 3 girls and I went through a whole journey. So I took the Western medications and then I also went down this other journey towards healing through alternative methods to learning how to de-stress. And that's how I came up with Heartquake, essentially.
Right.
So I think for you, art imitates life, right? Like here you are, and it's so wild. You were, sitting with me doing my makeup, and you're like, what is happening? And as I was building this, because initially I was just seeing clients, and you would come in occasionally for little videos I would do. And now it's come full circle to where I've integrated the spiritual side and the physical, heart healing side. And I think it's so important for you for patients to understand.
Right.
Because you have physicians say that there isn't that connection occasionally, but people are finally starting to acknowledge, scientists are finally starting to acknowledge, like the doctor that came in to see you, scientists are finally starting to acknowledge the mind-body connection.
That in my case, and probably a lot of other, the stress, you try to say, are you stressed? Are you stressed? Well, yeah, I'm stressed, but I do my yoga.
Right.
I do my meditation. I do my spiritual stuff.
Right.
I do it. But I think I just am. There's a lot of stuff. There's cortisol. There's all this stuff that we're learning about. It's a big factor. The last time, it was really hard to recover. It took me a long time. And I do know that prior to it happening, I was tired a lot. I was
So you
just
had some
tired.
symptoms.
I was tired and I didn't know why. And I was
Right.
like, oh, okay, I guess I'm getting older, or I guess I'm doing too much. And I'm really careful about my sleep.
Right.
Now I'm really careful.
Yeah.
I mean, big time. I'm doing what I have to do, like in between jobs or in between life. I will take. I'm a big napper. I will take a nap if I can. And I've been doing it for like an hour.
Amazing.
Like, who naps for an hour?
I can. I love a nap.
I'm going to the rehab. I'm going to
Cardiac rehab?
Yeah, I
Good.
love it.
You started it?
I'm so bummed I didn't do it the
Oh,
first two
good.
times. It was just,
Good.
it's so
Yeah.
helpful. Makes you feel very safe, like you're doing the right thing for yourself, because you don't know what to do. Like,
Okay.
how far should I be walking? Well, I wasn't even walking at all. I mean, I was walking, but
Mhm.
I didn't have a cardiac routine.
Yeah.
Now I do.
Good.
And
And what's your cardiac routine?
well, I go to cardiac rehab
And what do you
2
do?
times a week, and I'm
Okay.
doing 3 times a week.
Okay.
You basically do 45 minutes of 15 on the treadmill, 15 minutes on the elliptical, and then 15 minutes with that arm.
And they're monitoring you the whole time?
They monitor you the whole time. They check
Okay.
your blood pressure. They see where you're at. They check your oxygen level, the whole thing. So you feel very safe. You're like,
Yeah.
go push myself. You don't know what you're supposed to do,
Right.
you know?
So I think that's the main message that I want you to share with people is where do you go as a patient, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go? And for you, you dismissed it. You're like, oh, I'm fine, right? I'm fine. I
And
can
I learned
manage it.
about my personality is I do that in other aspects of my life. I just dismiss, move on. Everything's fine. And I've done some research on that. Women don't want to call 911.
I know.
Women would rather do the dishes.
Not wild.
We would rather change the laundry. Who wants to change the laundry anyways? But we would rather change the laundry or do something at home. We have something to do before we go.
I know. I have
It's
women
psychology.
in the support group. She delivered a library book before going to the hospital. And it was
insane.
she didn't want to be late for her charge for a library book. And then she ended up and she was admitted and had to have a heart transplant.
Oh, no.
Yeah, yes.
No.
It was like out of
see,
control. Like
so
that was
great.
like
I
next
feel much-
level. That was next
feel
level.
much better about myself.
I was
now.
like, well, and I think that's the big thing also for patients to understand is like, everyone has their story, and to understand and give ourselves grace. Like we might not know what, none of us at the end of the day know really what's going on. Like we're all sharing these experiences. We're living it for the first time. We're living this life for the first time, but this is the third experience. So maybe hopefully
Yeah,
it'll get in there to call
We
911.
don't want to see you again every year because plus it damages your heart to go do an
Yes.
angiogram every time. That's what he said it causes. But what I've learned, what I'm doing differently now is I'm doing the rehab, the cardiac rehab. I am being much more mindful of my stress level.
Okay.
The best I can.
Okay.
The best I can. And I get really good sleep.
Good.
Being more mindful of my stress level means being able to set better boundaries.
Okay.
I go to a program for that.
Okay. Oh, wait, what? Really?
Al-Anon.
Alan. Okay, good.
It really helps.
That's good. Well,
It
Alan or
totally
the, yeah.
helps.
Okay,
It totally
good.
helps me because it's hard to set boundaries and
Oh, yeah.
safe setting boundaries because God forbid we upset other people.
Mm.
But
We've talked about that before.
I practice it all the time. And I think that's a big deal.
Good.
just, all the things we do in life, just have positive people in our lives the best we can.
Yeah.
We don't need any
Negativity.
nice,
No,
nice.
I agree.
Those people away.
I agree.
That kind of stuff, spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
And the other thing I realized through this was that I felt really, really loved after this. And I know I am. Well, I know I am, and I have a really good strong family and friends. But this last time, I mean, I was like, wow, wow. And so I think that it's the receiving thing.
To receive is everyone showing up for you. Receive.
You see, so it made me feel very grateful.
We were sitting here talking before that I've been trying to work on I've been working on these videos and doing this stuff for so long, years and years. You've been part of my life. And you always have this way of calming me. And as someone who gives so much to other people, you're very similar. You give so much as well. And I receive from you. And so I hope that you receive from me.
I do.
And your story is going to help so many people because, like you said, people will rather clean the dishes than call 911. I mean,
Ridiculous.
there's actually an amazing thing on the American Heart Association called Just a Little Heart Attack. And it's so important. I want every woman to watch it.
Okay,
You should watch it.
I watch it today.
Because it's like no, we're fine. We're fine. We're just because she's making breakfast for everyone, and we put ourselves last, but we're not doing that anymore. And you are helping so many by sharing your story. It was interesting when you talk about like your heart events, and it's like there's this shame, there's this blame, there's this where's this coming from? So that's why I developed the word heartquake, which is trauma of the heart. Did you have any of those experiences when you were going through this journey of like the shame, blame, or any of that?
I don't know if I did. I think I'm just not conscious of it because I just don't want to deal with it.
You are very avoidant. You're an avoidant type that just didn't want to deal with any of it.
That's what I've learned.
Okay.
So I'm trying to change that.
Okay. So you didn't realize that until you went through this heartquake, these moments.
Yeah.
And that it really made it clear for you then.
This last one made it clear.
Okay.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to tell me something.
But then what was also really clear is that you were surrounded by so much love.
That was
and
really
joy
clear too.
Oh. Well, see, there's moments through Heartquake where we learn and we grow and evolve. And I'm so grateful for you and I love you.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Heartquake Media. Make sure you check out our website and social media for more information on heart healthy living. Wellness begins with your heart.